Hello again, my friends. We are back. Another great American craft beer review with Kyle here. Happy Thursday. Happy Sweet 16. Got some great basketball going on tonight. My Wolverines playing. Get that camera out of there. UK. So some good basketball tonight, and I got one here that's going to really get me in the mood here from one of my favorite brewing companies. This is not cheap, and it's definitely massive. Okay, this is the Avery Brewing Company, the Uncle Jacob Stout. Look at that, my friends. This is a stout aged in bourbon barrels. Uncle Jacob Stout annual barrel series. Now, the Avery Brewing Company, as I've said 100 times, Boulder, Colorado. This is probably my 12th review from them. One of the best. It really is hard to describe how great these beers are from this company, unless you've drank some or, been into them a little bit. This checks in at 15.9%. Ironically enough, this is actually normal for their bourbon barrel stouts. In fact, some are even stronger than this. This is actually fairly high, 15.9. A little bit about this beer. It says brewed and bottled by Avery Brewing Company. It says Jacob Spears, our sixth great grand uncle, is credited as the first distiller to label his whiskey bourbon. He built his distillery in Bourbon County, Kentucky, 1790, 203 years before we began brewing. While obviously a bit too late to produce Uncle Jacob's wash, we've created something more complex. In his honor, we present this robust, silky smooth, full body, and altogether swimmy American rendition of an imperial stout aged for 6 months in the very finest bourbon barrels. This explains a lot about our penchant for big brewers. It's on our blood. It says brewed with Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, flaked oats, hops, and yeast. Now, again, sorry folks, that print was really small. Not cheap, but this is going to be kick-ass. 4.5 on Untappd. Everybody raves about it. The tweak, I was going to get the tweak, and I still probably will. I just wanted to get this because I'm a nerd. I want to get the check-ins up. I did try the tweak, but again, Bourbon Barrel Fest, 21 beers in. Thought it was awesome, but I really didn't get it. Y'all want to get it. If you're going to do a 3 or 4 ounce sampling, maybe just try it once. One beer, maybe 2 beers at the night, not 20. And that's kind of the problem with those tastings. It's more of a social event to me. I mean, yeah, there's great beer and you get to try stuff, but you don't get the full flavors and the benefits of a beer drinking that many. It's more of a social night out and just with friends and get a good buzz and just meet people and talking. But anyway, so here we are. This was brewed on February 6, 2018. Avery Brewing Company. Let's get into it, man. I'm excited. 15.9. I'm excited to get this going and really and dive in. It's always good to try an Avery beer. I know it's going to be A+. One thing here, though, I don't like is this. They go with these bottle caps. I think it's just kind of a mess. And they're not going to mess with the. There's the Avery cap. They're not going to. Yeah, I'm not too fun about that. It's kind of a mess. And it's oxidation. But, again, you really don't want to know what I paid for this. $13.99 for this 12-ounce bottle. I think it's going to be kick-ass. Oh my God, the chocolate aromas. Here's our North Coast glassware. There's some Avery glassware that actually broke, so North Coast. Go and get a pour. Here we go. You watch while I pour. Oh, man. Look at that color. Just such a delicate color here on this. Let's straighten her out a bit. And then a nice head. This is a good glass for a stout. I actually made a nice amount of head. Almost a 12-ounce bottle gone on this. Nice amount of head. We'll finish that up. Tell you what. My goodness. That lovely car. Look at that head. That's a great pour. Great beer. You can already tell it's going to be kick-ass. Again, typical bourbon barrel stouts. Lots of bourbon. Rich dark chocolate malts. Doesn't really say what else. It says yeah, 6 months. That's a decent amount of time. I really feel you get over 6 months, you get too much. But there's going to be bourbon in this. But the Goose Island that I drink, and I don't want to knock that beer. I thought it was really good, but way too boozy for me. I know 14%. I was like, everybody's going to say, well, it is going to be boozy. But you drink beers like these, 17. I just think 6 months is the perfect amount of aging. I've noticed that. You go over 6 months, and you get too much booze, and it says a bourbon bomb. A couple breweries did 3 months. It's really not. I know that's why I think the 6 months is perfect. You get enough bourbon to make it flavored. Look at the head on that beer. So let's dive in. Let's thank the brewers at Avery. They are tremendous. You know, some people made a comment, it's always around here, it's always so pricey. Well, I don't want to knock anybody, but you go ahead and drink Rheingeist, and you go ahead and drink Rheingeist and Avery. Not to knock them, but you know, you get what you pay for, folks. And I get it, support local. I'm not trying to knock them, but you're gonna pay for good beer, and that's just how it is. Are some breweries gouging people a little bit and taking it extreme? Sure. But the breweries that cost the most to me are the best beer. And that's just how it is. So, cheers to Avery. I love you guys. And cheers to whoever watching. Happy March Madness. We try to avoid the White Death. You know, first you're hearing a foot, then you're hearing 3 inches, now you're hearing 6 to 10. Nobody knows. Leave it to God, folks. Cheers. Anyways, I wonder if my palate is just getting this shot with these whiskey barrel stouts. That's good. That's really nice too. 14 is 15.9. It's a little stronger than the Goose. The Goose was 14.7. Still not as much. Not as much booze. But I gotta be honest, and I'm being too nitpicky here. This is very good with the lacing. I already see some slight lacing on that one sip. This is not as boozy as the Goose. It's a percentage higher, but I think the Bourbon County this week had a little more flavor. This is more just like bourbon and some chocolate notes. And still a great beer. Another sip. Yeah, I think it's really good. I'm going to say the same thing. I think it's an A beer. Similar to the Goose Island, not as boozy. I thought the Goose had a little more flavor for me. As far as Avery Stouts go, yeah, not their best in my opinion. I think this is still great. I think this, I don't know if it's 14 hours in my opinion. Again, 2 sips. I'm going to let it warm. It's not cold though. It's been up for about 20-25 minutes. It's going to be warming up another couple degrees. It's very good. I think there's a lot of bourbon, some chocolate, but it just seems to me like a bland stout, like a regular, just like some roasted malts and then like a little bit of that bourbon. I mean, it's a good beer. Nothing wrong with it. I certainly think it's an A beer. It's a fine beer, but I guess I've been so blessed and so spoiled with a lot of other Avery beers for my taste buds. You know, and I don't know if it's just me being a dick. Just expected more for this for the price. It's still very good. I would, if you like bourbon barrel stouts, try it. But I would also gonna say, you know, there's a lot of other. I think the Evil Twin that was $8, the Bozo beer, it wasn't barrel aged, but it had more flavors. And higher ABV for this for $8 is a better buy and a better beer. This is good. I'm getting an A. I'm not gonna say A plus. I just don't get. You get some bourbon, which is nice. I just don't get a lot of a whole lot in the actual stout itself, and that's kind of what I'm getting at with this review. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I think I like it. It's a sipper. Again, 15.9. Again, for me, I don't think it's my favorite Avery beer. But I'm going to say it today. Life's too short, my friends. The Uncle Jacob's Stout. I don't know if it's going to be considered 2017 or not, but I'll go ahead and just say it's, yeah, I don't know if they got that by year, but Uncle Jacob's Stout. Again, 15.9. Life's too short, my friends. You must be happy drinking good craft beer. Another great beer from Avery. My opinion, though, not my favorite Avery beer, but you know what? When I've loved the brewery so much, they're 10 for 10 with me. And this is still a tremendous beer with a tremendous amount of alcohol. You're going to have a good time on this. So, again, cheers, everybody. And let me know if you ever guys had this or are going to try it. Like I said, for me, I was so blessed drinking Avery beers. This is not my favorite, but still a very good beer. So, cheers, everybody. And go blue tonight, baby. Hail to the victors. See you guys.